All right, welcome back, everybody. We're going to be picking up with the Mansa Musa game of Civ4 Just Win Baby, which I think we're on part 5 now. My, how the time flies. So in the last session, we picked up after running over Brennus, conquering him, and I was in the process of walking the army back down to the south because we knew that Montezuma was going to attack. Montezuma did attack, and we kind of fended off his attack and then counterpushed by taking one of his cities. And then at the end of the last session, we stopped after taking one city with a peace treaty because we wanted to make the push to guilds and come back and hit him with knights. Basically, he recently unlocked longbows, and you just don't. It's hard to make much progress against longbows with elephants. So the plan for this session is research guilds, get a whole bunch of knights, like a lot of knights, and then come back and kill him with knights. We know he doesn't have that many cities left. He has he has 6 cities left. So we know he's got 6 cities remaining. We can see 2 of them. So there's 3 more or 4 more in the fog. Yeah, longbows on hills, not units you really want to be messing with. This city's on a hill. This one is not on a hill. So this city could be a little bit tricky, but like this also gives us an opportunity to road and chop this whole border region while we're at peace. And then we can come back and use our mobility advantage. All right, so here's another little detail. We do need a name for this city that we just captured. So keep in mind if you want to come up with a name for our captured city. So, all right, our econ is much better than Montezuma's, so we should be able to, yeah, we should be able to out econ him long term. All right, so basically we're just waiting for guilds at the moment. So since we can't build other stuff, let's build catapults. We will need some catapults for this upcoming conflict. So let's build some of them. Yeah, we've already knocked out everything else we can build. I'll have to decide where I might want to put National Epic. I don't know where I want to put National Epic just yet. Parthenon is whatever. We don't care. Okay. So do I want to do the stable here? Again, I think I'd rather see if I can get out a catapult, because I will need catapults. I guess I could also try to preserve overflow, but let's see if we can get a catapult. All right. Can we get a world map? I don't think anyone else has paper yet. Sure, I mean, I'd trade it, but I don't think anyone's discovered paper at the moment. All right, this city, let's see, we have Granary Lighthouse, Mint Courthouse. Okay, yeah, these courthouses are quite nice. So I guess it's library. We can also always try to build Forbidden Palace in one of these cities too. All right, I think we have enough money to finish guilds. We're actually positive gold at 60%, so we can definitely absorb more cities. So yeah, we can finish guilds in 3 turns. So we'll be looking to head in that direction. We're still in vassalage for right now. I definitely want to unlock one of these. And I would go into Theocracy if I had it, but I don't have the Civic. Marvelous. Borderland. I think Marvelous, because this is probably not likely to be the border for very long. Marvelous. All right. So yeah, this should give us just enough time to get out some units and then come down to the front lines. All right, so we've got chops going into a library here. I guess that's fine. We'll want to get the, we actually make 32 gold per turn at 0% of gold at max research. That's not bad. We'll definitely want to get the grocer in here as soon as we can. Anyway, so yeah, these guys can finish chopping that. There we go. That'll finish the library. Maybe we can put some more of these forest chops into knights, even though there's no barracks up there. So what do? We just chopped a forest here, I think. Let's connect this, even though no city can work it, because we can always use it for trade bait. Yeah, maybe Montezuma has a city that can be used for national epic. So yeah, I'm going to try to road the entire border region. All right. So most of these units just want to heal for the time being. Let's move that war elephant up there down with this group, just to keep the war elephants together. This longbow, yeah, coming in here. So there is that big stack that we have to worry about. But one thing we can potentially do is we might be able to. Hmm. So I was going to say we might be able to hit that stack in the city, but we don't really want to fight that stack in the city. We'd prefer to let it move out and then hit it. So like if I can chop all these forests, and then if I declare war, Monty will. This is like these units will have the AI attack mission. Like AI units always get assigned some kind of mission. These units mostly have the AI attack mission, so like they'll move into my territory and then we just clobber them as soon as that's the case. So that's the plan. No, this area is all still. This area is not still unsettled. So I was going to split off one unit to go check that out. Let's take this skirmisher and just have them explore what's over here, just so we can get some more vision. But the rest of these units can hang out over here in Marvelous. It's as good of a place to move them as any for the time being. And I don't love having a city like this right on the border, but as I said, I don't think the border is going to remain here for very long, is kind of the hope. So we did manage to get promotions on a lot of these elephants. Catapults can move in here. So we did lose some catapults, so I do have to replace a few of them. Hopefully we can fight Monty before he manages to get to engineering tech. Engineering tech is super expensive, so I think we can. Also, why are we not working that tile? So we'll save this. We'll whip a knight as soon as we can here. We don't have the stable, but oh, you know what we can do? We can finish the stable. Let's do that, and then we can whip the knight. I forgot that we had that partially done. Okay. So let's see, you guys, let's have you road that first, and then we'll have you guys chop. You can road that for right now. Again, very important to get control of this border region. You guys finish cottaging that. All right, so finished a cottage on that tile. We might as well cottage this for right now. Boy, look at this. Look at this lack of healthiness. We really need more health resources. We could be at +4 food right now if we just had more health resources. The grocer will help a little bit. What are the grocer resources again? So banana, spices, sugar, wine. I think we only have one of them. Yeah, we only have one. Sydney is sick, yeah. No, in the meantime, we'll road this. We'll get more health eventually. All right, so I'm just looking at these other cities. Let's just do a quick cycle to see. By the way, I'm perfectly happy to stack up multiple whip penalties in some of these cities. This city I don't want to whip. I think I'd rather just have the base 18 production. When fed through the forge's multiplier, that gets us up to what? 22? That's like 4 turn knights? Like, I'm content with that. This city, of course, will whip. So this city is available for a whip. We'll whip the knight and then probably overflow into finishing the catapult. We'll finish this and whip a knight. This city will whip a knight as soon as it's available. This city we had to whip before. It should be working this tile too for extra food. We want the +5 food. Even cities like this can 100%. Oh, this is going to be a heroic epic city, so no, we don't want to whip this. This is like one city we don't want to whip because we want to just grow onto these water tiles, then work the hill tiles. Oh, but it's already unhealthy. That's going to be a problem, losing the health, because it's already a low food city. We might have to stop it at like size 9 then, until we can get more health here. That lack of health is a bit of an issue here. I wish we had some more health. I wish we had like a corn or or a wheat resource. Anyway, we'll figure it out. So this city just got a ton of overflow. We'll use this for the barracks, and then we can. So yeah, we'll use this for the barracks, and let's actually finish the barracks. And then with that way we get the XP on the knight. This city will whip a knight as well. It won't have a barracks, but whatever. Contribute for the rest of the empire. This city can whip a barrack. It can whip a knight as well. This city can whip a knight, so we'll just hold population until this city can whip a knight. All right. So no one really has spare resources. See, like, look, he doesn't have. We already have all of these resources, so we can't trade with him. So nobody really has resources to spare. Nope. It's an unusual map. This map script does spawn. I mean, we spotted one corn resource over here. There's corn and bananas at this city, so like long term, we'd love to take over that city. Would be awesome if we could someday take that over. But yeah, not for all that this is a heavily green map, there's not a lot of the resources you would want. So we're second in size. All right. You need a barracks, I think. Let's finish that. All right. Well, glad we didn't waste time on the Parthenon. All right, so now that I finished that, we'll go back to this. 2 turns away from guilds, then it'll take 1 turn to swap and then whip onto knights. Just gonna have you come down here and explore because we have outdated maps in this region. Okay. Fortifying these units. Like we probably want to have this so that like the elephants are part of a slow mover stack that like move forward, and we probably need 1 or 2 maces to guard them just so that they don't get annihilated by a random spear. So we probably want to go civil service next, in part because bureaucracy is really good too. But we do want like 1 or 2 maces just to guard against spears. And then the knights, because they're so much more faster moving, can like roam around and be like zone defense, that kind of thing. All right, anyway. So yeah, we certainly have a lot of elephants here. Would be nice if the stack that we had here was slightly better balanced. It's a little unbalanced, and we probably need some more catapults too. But I guess I have some more cats coming out. I need them to drop the city defenses, and then, of course, you always need them for suicide damage as well. Like, we do have some catapults coming out, but cities near the front line can build cats because they're slower. And we also would like engineering for the road movement too. So it's probably civil service then engineering, because we really would want the, and like 1 or 2 pikes would be nice as well. All right, anyway, so while we're over here, we want to chop. Let's hold off 1 more turn on chopping, because I want the chop to go into a knight. Roading up all along the border. All right, so I think we want to windmill some of these tiles. Like I would much rather have a windmill on this tile because it gets it's food neutral, and it also maintains it gets the riverside bonus. So we actually get 3 commerce on the tile. And all the forests along here will be chopped into knights, like this forest, this forest, this forest, this forest. The value is lower because they'll be in like the 3rd ring, but we still do get something for it. And we want the defensive cover removed. Okay, so let's have you guys chop this. You guys, in the meantime, can go to cottage this tile. Why not? So the economic situation is pretty good. If we want to just check the overall setup. So in demos, we are at 100% research. We're in second, but we're close second. We're behind in production, but I do believe that one of the AIs is in a golden age right now. We're number 1 in food, 3rd in soldiers, but that's going to improve. So we're ahead of Monty in soldier counts, 2nd in land. Actually, we're tied. We both have exactly 176 tiles. So we're looking quite good economically at this point. So it's Kublai Khan who's ahead of us in econ, but a lot of that is culture. Because like if you look at the culture bar graph, he is way ahead of us in culture. So in terms of actual research, it's not that close. And Suryavarman's in a golden age right now. Yeah, in terms of food, we have actually slipped into 1st place. So we're looking good. Yep, there's no climate zones on this map. It's all green. It's just all forests, which is, agreed, kind of weird. Oh, we need to get this tile roaded as well for movement purposes on that hill. All right, Sydney. Do we get any overflow here? No, not really. Quick question for those of you who play this. Do horse archers auto upgrade in queue to knights? I believe they do not, but I'm just curious if anyone knows. Does anyone know if they upgrade? They do? Okay. I thought they did not, but we'll just put that there then. All right, so now that you've got the barracks done, let's get, not national epic, heroic epic. It's heroic epic, here we go. Only 8-turn build. It's kind of nice. And then at size 10, we probably pick up these hill tiles. Go food neutral and pick up the hill tiles. Because we can get up to what, like 20 base production from there, and then we just churn out knights. Like pretty much forever. Oh, well, we will need a stables in there, won't we? We will need a stables too. Okay. Well, do the stables first then. Because there's no point in building it. Oh, and we need to put our Great General in there. Because that city's just going to be all knights afterwards. Okay, so this catapult, start making your way down here. You need to road that tile. All right, you finish roading that. All right, so let's start chopping these. Just chopping these down. Elephants are full health now. Yeah, so what we can send one skirmisher off to explore what this area looks like now. Christian holy city, interestingly enough. Everyone is running Judaism. Remember how we forced Monty to adopt Judaism? I did it as like kind of a lark, but he's actually been in Judaism like the whole game since then, so that's kind of amusing. So we can finish chopping that. So this goes to Sydney. All right, I want to start roading that. Wait, Gambit's actually working that tile? What? Surely we have a better tile for you to work than that. I might as well put it on Horse Archer, because if it's going to auto upgrade in queue to Knight, as well as any of these other cities where that's the plan. Forest Frontier. This can finish the catapult. Just another deer. This city, yeah. Well, we don't have to worry about which city's gonna whip horse archers or knights, because we can just set them. By the way, if if you guys are wrong, if Nikira is wrong and we have a whole bunch, if this doesn't auto upgrade in queue, it's gonna be very sad. But no, I trust that that's correct. I'll let this forest chop finish the barracks and then whip after that. Because the forest chop should finish the barracks. I'm going to be very sad if this doesn't work. All right, Rock of Gergovia is weak enough that... I mean, if it's a disaster, we can always reload. This is not like a super tense game or something. I trust you guys. I'm sure that if people are confident, I'm sure that that's correct. All right, so now I've got our whole stack concentrated together. Look at these longbows walking around. So yeah, that's Monty's main stack. 5 spears in the stack is a little annoying, but if we can clear this out, you know, Knights should be able to clean that up, hopefully. Yeah, it's chariots that don't. That's the unit that doesn't upgrade. It's chariots.
People of the same trade seldom meet together, even for merriment and diversion, but the conversation ends in a conspiracy against the public.
All right. The knights are 90? Yeah. Yep, so you guys were correct. All the knights are set up. Okay. So we can finish civil service pretty quickly here. Can we just 2-turn it? Yeah, just about. Kublai builds yet another wonder in Angkor Wat. Okay, you enjoy that. We'll turn this off for right now. Or whoops, other way around. Turn off science for a turn, because we're about to whip a bunch of population off here, which will be good for military, but not so good for other stuff. All right, when does our enforced peace treaty with Monty wear off, just out of curiosity? 6 turns. Okay, that'll give us enough time to get these units down to the front lines. I'm planning on going in immediately. I don't want to wait around. I'd rather hit this guy while we can. Don't give him time to get up to castles or whatnot. All right, we'll move the workers first. So I need to road this tile first. We're actually working that. We need to cottage that. We need to mine that and cottage that. Let's get the roads built first, though. All these units running around. It's like an army of ants on the border. Actually, we'll do this. Okay. Chop. Okay, chop. Lots of chopping. All right. So we'll get some overflow from that. All right, so I do not want to lead this skirmisher as a warlord. I want to merge into the city. All right, now for the bloodletting. Starting at Gambit. 3 pop. So we'll get a good bit of overflow. All right, so Gambit. Forest Frontier. No, my economy! Let's have you start the knight, and then the overflow from whipping the knight will finish the catapult. All right, you are still working on this. I think I'll hold you at size 9 for the time being. We can always grow after this conflict's done. All right, whip that. Hot dog. Yeah, we actually get quite a bit of overflow on these whips, which is nice. 3-popping these knights. You can see that how much my income is dropping here. Rock of Grigovia is too weak. All right, so as I said, we're gonna let the barracks finish and then go from there. Just another deer. Oh, we need one more cottage drop for just another deer. Cities, and I'll have to do some more tile swapping. Fishy situation. Which is a true fishing city. Just another night. Yep. So we whipped away a fair amount of economy there, but the good news is we just got a bunch of units. All right. Night. So we're going to have to go through our cities and change some stuff around. So yeah, this could be a windmill. It's true, but I don't mind this city having some production. And it actually has enough food that I think it's okay. Because it's plus, yeah, it has double food resources, so I don't mind that. But a good suggestion, certainly, to turn it into a windmill. Oh, that finished? Okay, well that was not so great then. So we can finish the courthouse, or we can do another night. So we shall. I was like, or we can do another night. So we'll do another night. As much as it would be good to finish the courthouse, I'd rather have another unit right now. Farce chops are fun. All right. So now we'll turn on research to get civil service in 2. So I need a unit. Can you finish that road on there? Yeah. I need, wait. Do I not have a unit that can reach that tile? You can. Good. I want you to start the road there. All right. So where do I want my knights? I'm trying to think where I would like to put them. Oh, look at these guys walking around. A lot of catapults there. A lot of catapults that could be flanked to death. Look at all these spears. I wish Monty didn't have quite so many spears. The good news is Shock Knights, I think, still get odds on spears on flat ground if they don't get any defensive bonuses. Let's put the knights like right here for now. Yeah, like right here for right now, because they have the mobility so that they can, get to wherever I want them to be. All right. Yep, so just put these guys on auto go to order. So remember, you got to remember it does take time to move the units down to the front line. So that's why we needed like these extra couple turns so that the units could actually move down there. So they're on their way. They're on the way. All right. So we've got most of these tiles. This tile can actually be worked. So we do need to drop a cottage there. All right, so let me go through my cities again. So Sydney's just going to natural a knight. 22 production per turn is basically 4-turn knights. That's 88, so it's technically just short, but it's probably better just to let it build these naturally. All right, so Venison now needs to whip its knight. It's only a 2-pop whip, but that's okay. So we can do that. Gambit we just saw. All right, Forest Frontier. Do we want to do another knight here? I think we do. The courthouse is not that important. We'd rather have the units. All right, get to the Choppa. Or get to the Choppa. So we'll whip this, and then that'll overflow and finish the courthouse. We're being very mean to our cities right now, but it's okay. It's for the glory of for the glory of the empire. Okay, so this city I said I think I was just going to cap here on growth. So that would mean doing this and doing this. 15. This is where I wanted to be. But I don't want the city to go into starvation. This is why I need to get more health resources. So we'll hold it here for right now. This is not super efficient, but... and then we can knock out Heroic Epic quickly, and then just build knights. Pretty much nonstop. All right, here. I don't need another monastery. Just be ready to 2-pop whip another knight in a couple turns. Same thing. We'll get 2 knights out from all our cities, and then we can probably go back to infrastructure in them. All right, so here we can whip next turn. Same thing here. Just Another Deer is literally a garbage city, so we don't mind abusing this city. So we'll wait another couple turns, and then we'll 2-pop whip out more knights. This city, actually, I do want to finish the mint, so is weak enough that I do want to finish it. Oh, did we actually finish? Did the city come out of resistance now? Yeah, this is not a good city. Actually, let's see if we can get walls in here, because we might need them. I wish I could work that tile. We have no culture in here, so I guess we need a missionary for this city too, but that's kind of a lower priority. 4 Marvelous. 12 gold per turn maintenance. I've seen worse. I mean, we'll get a courthouse in there in time. This is actually a pretty good city because of the fish resource. Mint will be the next whip, and then we'll do courthouse after that. I've certainly seen a lot worse. All right, you just stay on knights for right now. I am going to need more catapults, so I think catapult here with some of the overflow, because this city does have enough production to finish the catapult in something like reasonable time. All right, Heroic Epic. So what do we get? 37 production? That's not great. Oh well. That city needs more health. Orders of hot dog have expanded. All right, rode that. Let's help you cottage that. Guess we go another night here before we do the courthouse. All right, let's finish that. So now we've got vision on that city. So that catapult will finish, and then got another cat. Let's road that while you're there. Do want that mobility. Okay, you guys have kind of improved this city, so why don't you come down here and get the cottage for just another deer. We've kind of improved all the tiles we can up here for right now. I don't see anything else too productive for them to do here right this second. So we're converting a lot into military right now. Like we're investing a lot of resources into getting stronger. That's right, because there's also going to be chops going into Gambit. All right, so let's look at our cities and see. Catapult, Knight, 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 Heroic Epic, Knight. This city needs to be whipped. All right. That's the only knight I'm going to get out of this city, because this city is also not quite as strong as some of the others. And we also would like to get this grocer done soonish, because it's our shrine city. So that's a plus there. And I think that's it for right now. So we'll finish civil service, and then we'll get started on engineering. Got a couple more catapults coming down here. Yeah.
The bureaucracy is expanding to meet the needs of the expanding bureaucracy.
All right. Engineering next, because we really want the road movement bonus. Okay, this city's close to the front line, so let's get another catapult out of here. Because, like, I'm going to lose some. All right, so what's going on with our military power? Oh, look, now we're at 506 in terms of military power. So yeah, we're on a bit of an upswing, and we should pass Suryavarman pretty quickly for tops in power. So let's see, it takes 3 turns at 100% research. So we can probably start that in a turn or two. Again, our econ's quite good, thanks to being Mansa Musa. Now, I'd love to trade this resource. I don't suppose anyone wants something for it. Spices. No, he already has spices. How about Kublai? All right, I'm not just going to give it to him, because the AI does tend to struggle with happiness on this map because of the weird like. I guess Suryavarman's not struggling that much, but Kublai's cities a lot of them are fairly small in size, so I don't want to give him free happiness and allow him to like get his cities to larger sizes. All right, anyway. So did we finish the cottage here? So much for that. I guess we can road and cottage this tile too, for what it's worth. All right, we got the windmill down. Not as good as working the cottages, but not bad. So we can windmill this tile too if we want. Might as well. As I said, there's not a ton for these workers to do. All right, so you keep on chugging down here. You guys build this cottage here. There should be another city in that corner. All right, so we got that chopped. Now we want to chop this. We've just about got the border region cleared out. There we go. Oh, look, another knight. Yep. Getting a lot of units ready. We should do a mace somewhere nearby too. We need at least 1 or 2. Maybe Sydney can get 1 or 2, because Sydney's relatively close to the front lines. Maybe I get like 2 out of Sydney. That's about all I think I'll have time to finish before this conflict starts. All right, so we'd like this tile roaded as well. We want all the tiles near the front line roaded, if possible. And this tile's not roaded either. You never know when you might need to move through an area and want that tile roaded. A big stack of pikes would absolutely wreck us. Fortunately, the AI does not build huge stacks of pikes. Against other players, it would, yeah. I'm actually surprised by how many spears Monty does have. But I'm hoping that I can finish him before he can get to engineering. That's my hope. None of the AIs seem to have engineering tech right now. Because like we can't see walls here. Oh, let's just double check to make sure they're not plotting war with us right now. Okay. Just want to make sure that we are not currently the targets of war plotting. We're gonna pick up a -1 for you have declared war on our friend when we attack Monty the next time. So, oh, interesting. They have alphabet, so we can see exactly what they have. Okay, so Kublai is way ahead in tech. We're actually up quite a bit on Surya Varman. He doesn't have guilds. This is what he can research. Okay. Wow, he's up quite a bit on us. Oh, he has paper, so he does have map trading. Okay. All right. Excellent. So he's further ahead in tech than I thought. Okay, so just like that, now we've got full vision on Monty's territory. Excellent. Okay. So this is not a very good city here. This may even be raised bait because it's not a very good city. Yeah, he's actually pretty squeezed into this corner. Now we can probably pull back this scouting unit. Yeah, so the goal would probably be to just hit this city, which unfortunately is on a hill. This is not. This is. And this is not. All right, so these two are not, and the capital's not. It's this city and this city are on the hills. Yeah, he's actually further ahead in research than I thought. So he's up quite a few techs. He does have engineering. I didn't think he did, but he does have engineering. He has music, alphabet, theology. Doesn't have guild, so that's a plus. But he is up several techs. So we need to roll over Monty and increase the size of our territory because we will not be able to. We need to make sure that we can keep pace with all his immortal bonuses. The good news is Kublai does not have that many cities. I mean, how many does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has 8 cities. I mean, if we have 12 right now, if we roll over Monty, we're at 18 or so. I mean, we're more than double his size, I'm confident. I probably will not get the liberalism prize. I'm not expecting to get it, honestly. We have to focus on like what we're working on right now. Um, so yeah, here's the other question is, do we want to go bureaucracy? I think we want to go bureaucracy soon, but let's get out this latest round of knights, and then I think we go bureaucracy after that because it would help Sydney out as a capital right away, quite a bit. This is a very nice capital. Yeah, we kind of just want to be double his size, um, and then we can always look to come hit him later on too because he's not that strong militarily, at least not yet. And it would be and he has a ridiculous number of wonders that we would like. Look how many Mongolian wonders: Sankor, Angkor Wat, Great Library, Statue of Zeus, Colossus, Chichen Itza, Mausoleum. He has the Mausoleum. That's Great Lighthouse, Pyramids, Stonehenge, the Great Wall. Kind of has like all the wonders. Um, anyway, so that's really nice though to get a full vision of Monty's territory because now we can. Yeah, I think the plan is sweep down, hit this city immediately. Like we can hit it almost right away because like we can move the slow mover stack, boom, boom, and then boom, boom, to hit these two cities, which we kind of need the catapults. And then like these two cities are right on the border, so they're fairly easy to hit. I'd love to like snipe this city on the first turn of war. Maybe we could even do. Oh no, we can't. If this wasn't forested, we could. Maybe the knights though could just smack this city right away and then join up with the rest of the stack before there's like a chance to fortify this. This stack cannot reach this city in one turn. Anyway, we just have to deal with this stack. As soon as we kill this stack, we can do whatever we want. Yeah, I'm not too worried long term. I mean, we're Mansa Musa, and we're going to be bigger than this guy. All right, so I think all my cities are configured the way I want. Yeah, we'll probably just do another round of Night Whips in a turn or two. And then we go Bureaucracy after that. All right, so we got that down. While you guys are here, why don't you mine this tile? It's not Riverside, so we don't care about we don't care about a windmill on that tile. All right, we have this roaded. Oh, what the? Oh no. Oh, that's not good. One of his cities just popped borders. I think Tlatelolco just popped borders. Uh-oh. That's very annoying. one of these cities just popped borders, and now all these tiles are controlled, and all these units in this city actually can't move. They're stuck in Marvelous right now. Yeah, we'll just whip this while we have the pop because it's about to starve anyway. I wasn't expecting that to happen. So which city was it? I bet it was Totoloco. Let's see, 20, 40, 60. 1, 2. No, it's not Totoloco because that would control this time. Wait. Oh wait, yes, I think it might be. Anyway, that was very annoying timing. Everything except the knights just got caught. That's all right though. I can still launch the war by moving the slow movers up, but it is certainly annoying. All right. So we just need to capture these. We just need to capture this city and this city. It's not Tenochtitlan, is it? 20, 40, 60, 80. No, it would have to be legendary, so it's not Tenochtitlan. Has to be one of these two cities. 20, 40, 20, 40, 60. No, I think it's this city down here, honestly. Hold on. 20, 40, 60, 20, 40, 60. Yeah, it's a combination of these two cities. Well, anyway, that's certainly annoying. Well, now we need to road this tile for sure. Because now that's like our avenue to get down here. At least the knights are still in my territory. But like this catapult I would rather have with the rest of the stack. Instead it's like off by itself. Oh well. Oh, this city's not in range of any of my cities to work. All right, in that case, help here. And the workers are just about out of things to do, but hopefully we're about to acquire some more territory, and then they'll have stuff to do again. I mean, I guess you can mine this tile, windmill this tile. This city has no food, so it's gonna need, I guess, windmill because it has no food. It's gonna need food neutral tiles, I guess. All right, well, you can move over here then. All right, turn research back on. That should get us close to being able to finish in 3 turns. All right. So do we want to whip out another round of knights and then go bureaucracy? I think that's the plan right now. Gambit should do a catapult because it's very close to the front lines. Or actually mace might be good. We do need at least a couple maces. So this city's got catapult going for me. Knight. This city's doing the catapult. Yeah, let's just get these knights out. Savage these poor cities. And then we'll flip into bureaucracy. That sucks to be you guys. But just another deer is literally not much of a city, so... Yep, sorry you guys. Now you can go back to infrastructure. Alright, there we go. Don't forget maces, indeed. I'm going to have Sydney build a mace next, and then I'll get one out of Gambit, I think. And maybe whip one out of Get to the Choppa. Alright, yeah, so Sydney, mace. Poor Marvelicious. Yeah, good luck with that mint. You have fun with that. Alright, Hot Dog is not going to do a Jewish monastery. It's going to do a grocer. And those other cities are fine. Okay, so now let's go to bureaucracy. There we go. So that should help our research a fair bit. Oh, we already have this unit moving. Okay. So, are we now number 1 in power? Yep, we are. We're now number 1 in power. Monty's power has not gone up at all either. It's been completely flat. So how many more turns until we can hit him? 1 turn. Might need one more turn after that to reposition, but we'll see. I would prefer to not give him time to tech to better stuff. But yeah, I need to get these workers off the front lines too. Finish this windmill. Chop this tile. Do we want to chop this? This is probably okay for the time being. Go over there. I can road that tile, I guess. All right, let's start moving you towards the front lines, but not put you on complete go-to order because I might need to reposition. Look at all these knights moving down. A lot of knights on their way. Yeah, these workers are like, we don't have a lot to do because you kind of improved all the tiles up there. There's a random Aztec over there. Okay, all right, so we finished the windmill. Nice. So that should be, we should be set. Like we'll start moving this stack over here next turn, and the knights will figure out what to do. Knights may have to counter this stack here, because we'll see what he does. I expect that a lot of these units are going to move into my territory, so maybe we smack them with a catapult, and then knights kill everything, and then the knights join the rest of the units after that. Something like that, I think. That city is not very well defended. Sure would love to hit that city and remove it, but we'll see. It is on a flat ground. Maybe I could have some of these knights coming down, race over and try to grab. Actually, you know what? I've got all these knights right here. Position here. From here they could go 1, 2, 3. They could always move to that tile from here. And like be ready to react. I've got workers on the front lines, which is always a good thing to have. Got that windmill done, so the workers can get off the front lines after that. The Jaguar warriors are not particularly good units. They were actually strength 6 at one point in testing, and they were extremely overpowered at strength 6, and so they got knocked down to strength 5. Because they were resourceless, so you didn't even need iron to have them. And like strength 6, they were very strong. They were doing too well in multiplayer, so they got knocked down to strength 5, and they have not been so good after that. All right. Oh, look at this. There's some units right on the border that we can potentially smack here. So our peace treaty did get canceled, didn't it? All right, we are no longer guaranteed to be at peace. So, can we finish engineering this turn? Yes, we can. So we'll do that. All right. So I think we do want to kill this guy. Like, look how poorly defended that city is. And this stack cannot reinforce that city. So we could potentially hit it and then move out. Oh, I should have moved this axe. This axe should have been with the main stack. Oh well. I don't even have enough. I could have upgraded it to mace and had it with the rest of the units. All right, well, let's do this. So I will pick up a -1 for declared war on our friend. Yeah, see, I have -2 now with Kublai Khan. So that's the goal, is to eliminate this guy in this war. Okay. So we do need to be cognizant of this stack. So hopefully he will do dumb stuff with that stack. All right. So let's leave a couple units back on defense. But mostly we're going to move this stack forward. Yeah, that city is basically undefended. So let's see if we can kill this little mini stack by itself. I've got a knight right here. 75. Let's try to get one of these guys to shock to kill that spear. Like, we might as well pick this off while we can. and like killing a spear in the open sounds pretty nice to me. 1, 2. I can actually kill this and still move back. Ah, we also got a great general. Nice. Good, our heroic epic city. Not gonna lead the skirmisher as a warlord. Big gold from Kublai and Suryavarman. Does that work? Was it? Doesn't look like I can get gold from him. If that's how it works anyway. If that's how it works, I'm not sure. Yeah, so we've got the Great General. So this city will, let's see, with barracks and stable is 5, so that's 9 XP. If we can get in Theocracy, then that would be 11 XP when they come out, which would be pretty nice. Well, I tried to bake 1 gold, it didn't work. Like you guys saw, I tried it, it didn't work, unless I did it wrong somehow. But I don't think that it worked correctly. Yeah, I'm familiar with like the idea. All right, yeah, so we have 98% odds to kill this, and then we can move back onto that tile too. You did it right, they're just being mean. Okay. All right. So we were able to just pick off 2 units. This worker I don't want, so let's just delete it so it doesn't get recaptured. We'll just kill that and move back right away. So these units are somewhat unprotected right now, the knights. I'm hoping that they won't get attacked by this group, but like he could move a stack here. Not a ton I can do about that. I can protect against a random spear though by moving this axe to here. I'm actually 1 gold away from being able to turn it into a mace, which I 100% would do if I had that option. But let's give him more stuff to worry about, shall we? Obviously, we're not going to attack the Jaguar on the hill with Woodsman bonus, but we can move right here with these knights, threaten this spot. We can also put a full health knight on this tile as well to help defend. The workers I'm mostly just going to clear out. I don't want them on the border. Let's get them back to safety. I mean, I could like dangle them and try to have them be bait for the AI, but I think that's kind of cheap to try to do that. Move them over here. We might need to connect over to this spot. And I can have these reinforcing knights come down here and help out there. So we should promote at least some of them to Combat 1. Actually, we should probably promote them all Combat 1, just because none of them are going to take flanking. Yeah, I think that's okay. Maybe promote one of them to shock, actually. And then we can decide the others later. Okay. So now these knights, I would like to have join up with this force. So I'm going to move these knights down here in the hopes of joining up with that force. The catapults, unfortunately, can't really join with the slow mover stack down here. So for right now, let's hold them in reserve. They can be like on this tile where they're completely safe from attack because Monty doesn't have horses. And then I can move them in different locations depending on what happens. I don't think this tile can actually be hit by anything Monty has because we have full vision of everything in the area. Oh, there is a Monty unit over here, so that's slightly annoying. I wish this knight had 1 more movement point so I could get him over to there. There's an Aztec, there's a Jaguar right here. Well, if he attacks and kills the workers, I can just kill him and take them back, so that's whatever. I'm not moving the skirmisher out of that city. Let's see if we can present another target with this. He'll probably take the workers. If that happens, it's okay. But it's actually 2 workers. But if I cover with the skirmisher, he'll just kill the skirmisher too, most likely. As I said, I've got a knight here that can take this back. I had knights that could have covered it, but I already moved them. It's all right. It's not, as I said, it's not the end of the world. I actually have more workers than I'm really using right now anyway. So if it happens, it happens. As I said, I'm just moving these units out of the border region, although apparently I have one still chopping here. All right, so I think I'm reasonably well covered. The Great General Scout is here. Let's see what Monty does. I'm kind of threatening him in a couple different locations. Let's see what he does. I'm curious to see what he does. This is the only stack we really have to worry about. Once we kill this, the war's over, and he can't stop us anymore. This city is also easily captured as soon as that stack's not protecting it. So let's see what he does. I expect he's just going to move it into my territory, but we'll see what he does.
The designer knows he has achieved.
No, he moved it away.
Not
All right.
when there is nothing left to add, but when there is nothing left.
So now I've got the road movement bonus. I would like to get Theocracy Civic in place because I would run that during this war. So why don't we head for that first? Then we can decide on our next target after that. So let's get a couple maces. As we said, we're a little low on them. Does this city have a stable? No. So we're going to need another catapult most likely. We'll turn off research for a turn or two. So Monty did not attack me anywhere. He chose to move his stack down south. He actually left this city pretty undefended. So I think he's going down here, but... Well, that means he didn't defend this city, which is... Oh, he moved his Woody 2 Jaguar Warrior here. Okay, buddy. You do you. So we have like 50-50 for the first attack, and then it's just kind of cleanup after that. Oh, this mace can almost kill that unit. I would love that. I also probably should get a longbow for this city here, because we're going to need a defender. But in the meantime, let's hope that this 65 goes our way. If not, we should clean up after that. Looks like we lost. So, somewhat unfortunate, but if we lose one unit to take this city, that's not a bad trade. What? What? We just lost the 95%? What? Okay. Well, that just happened. So Alex just said, how many losses would be a bad trade? That is a bad trade. Now it became a bad trade. Losing 2 knights to kill a longbow and a Jaguar warrior. So we took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits before we hit him 4 times. Well, so that was a bad trade. Anyway, so now we should clean up. 96%. But yeah, I mean, if you're curious, it's like, yeah, that makes it a bad trade. It's not on a hill, no. Okay. So do we hold this city? I guess we do. Just trying to see what resources are in the area. So there is I mean, I guess we take this, right? It's better than not. I mean, we might as well. It's not going to be a good city, but we can irrigate over here. Now that we have civil service, we can farm over here. Might as well. Call the city bad trade. I like that suggestion. This is never going to be a very good city, but... Okay. Oh, see, this is where it's good to have workers in the area. Now we can road over here, and we actually have a path to the city. Sadly, not a lot survived conquest. So we do need to kill this unit. The good news is it's not in a forest. The bad news is it is on a hill. I think I'll just bring this mace over, because like the mace will get, you know, tremendous odds. So we'll just use this to kill the unit next turn. Although I guess it could move on to this tile next turn. What odds does a shock mace get on it, just out of curiosity? All right, 90. Okay, well, if we can get 98% odds, then sure. But the mace will be a good defender for this city, too. All right, so now, and if you ever wondered about the importance of those combat workers, this is a good example of why they're very good to have. This way the mace can get in here next turn. And we should probably get some other unit to help out. All right, well, let's figure out what we're going to do up there in a minute. So these are the units we're most concerned about. Got that stack. But it can't hit me on this tile next turn. Well, there's a random catapult right here that we can... All right, thank you for gift wrapping this catapult for us. I will take this catapult, thank you. Don't know where that was going, but I appreciate it. Also, there's a longbow that's moved out of the city. Okay, so we do not need to bombard down the city if we can take this. We can just hit it next turn. In fact, if I had knights with this group, I'd just hit it this turn right now, because there's only one longbow in the city. But we'll move our slow mover stack up. Now, it's safer to move here, because it's further back from this stack, but hold on, well, let me think for a second. So, Tenochtitlan, I don't know how much culture this city has. I wish I did. It definitely has 500 culture, but I doubt that it has 5,000 culture this early in the game. Yeah, I doubt that it is. So it's probably 60%. So that would be 20, 40, 60. 20, 40, 60. So this tile will be in the borders. This tile will not be in the borders of the Aztecs once I capture it. So I think I'm going to move to this tile instead, because this will be outside the city borders, and then I can move like here, here. And I think it's just safer, and it allows me to reposition better for this stack. It does slow down movement towards this city by a turn, though, as opposed to being here and then going here, here. But I do think it's safer to be on this tile, because then I can reposition as needed. So. And it also allows this unit to reconnect with this. The good news is I will have a path opened up to Marvelous once this city is captured next turn. So where are the other knights in here? We'll move them up as well. I could almost cut that. I wish I could cut this off from the rest of from moving back into the city, but I don't think I can. Boy, this city is not well defended at all, is it? Also, this city is looking pretty vulnerable now. Let's get these catapults start chipping away at the defenses of this city, because why not? So these units will now be able to heal. Let's see if I can get my Great General Medic Scout over there to help them. Unfortunately, I don't think I can. No, I can't get over there, so it's better to stay here for this turn. Oh, wait a minute. These units could technically hit Marvelous, couldn't they? I didn't even think about that possibility. I didn't even think about them moving here, here, and hitting the city. Well, if they do, they do. They will stop. I'm pretty sure they'll stop to bombard if they do to attack. The bad news is they might set up shop on this forest, which I would not want to attack into. So let's, for safety's sake, get our medic down here with this stack, just in case they do choose to attack Marvelous. Yeah, this stack I'm just hoping to be in a position where I can hit it with my units. So if I move catapults to this tile, that tile is actually safe from being attacked by this stack, because again, no engineering for road movement. The stack's pretty heavy on catapults, though. There's not a lot of actual attackers in that stack, so. Yeah, let's move over here. And then you guys. Do I want to go collateral or city raider? I don't know which one we can just do one of each. Start working on this. They may turn around and head back to defend this city, actually, now that I'm threatening it. So it looks like I may also need a medic unit up here, because... Oh, by the way, these workers didn't get attacked by that unit over there, huh? I don't know where that Jaguar went. Did the Civ's build preference get updated? I honestly don't know. I'm not sure if that ever got changed. Good question, but I just don't know the answer. Oh, let's also move, let's get one of these moving up here to help garrison bad trade. And I'll pay the fairly minimal cost to upgrade to a longbow, so then this unit can move over here and also garrison that city for like a real defender. All right. So I'd like to move this stack over to here. Now, of course, by moving this stack, these units don't heal this turn, but ideally I'll get my Great General Medic up here next turn to heal them anyway. I just need to open up a path for this unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I can't quite reach them. Oh well. Have to make sure that unit doesn't die. So yeah, we're going to hold on this tile here, because this tile can't be attacked by that big stack. And I'll put my knights that are reinforcing over here as well. because they can also then join over there as needed. All right, and then you guys move into the city until I can get actual defenders, just in case we get attacked there. I don't think we will, but you never know. Also, it does open up the possibility for a quick lightning strike here on Texcoco, which may also be poorly defended. You know, if I have knights in here, they just go whoop whoop and then hit Texcoco. It's also a possibility. And then you can cover this so the workers don't get sniped. And I'm going to make you a medic unit because I think I need one over here. Get one medic unit. Anyway, so far so good. We sniped one city instantly. We've got another under siege. We're about to take this city, which is very poorly defended. We can easily take it. And this stack, we just have to deal with it. So we're, 2 turns into the war and we're making good progress. Aside from that one really bad dice roll. Otherwise, we're looking pretty good. Okay, and you can just hang out. I've got a whole bunch of workers over here just chilling. If we could get control of this tile, I would like to road through there, but for right now, it's a little unsafe. So let's just keep some workers over here until I need them. And some others, we should keep some others over in this area in case I need them in this theater of the war. But I can probably put them to sleep until then. Oh, I forgot, now that I have civil service, I can also irrigate tiles. Like I can actually spread irrigation, so there's some workers up in the north that I can actually do some stuff with. Because over here at Scot-Free, we wanted to farm some of these cottage tiles. So that's something we can do now. You guys come over here and you can start farming over there. Yeah. Meanwhile, you guys just chill until we have stuff for you to do, which we will, because we'll have to go through Monty's land and improve it. But I think we have most of our tiles improved over here right now. I'll have you come join this group over here. Just want to make sure you don't randomly get attacked by something. All right, and this catapult will start moving towards the front lines. Okay. Yeah, I love the blur. So the blur thing was actually a bug that popped up in testing, but the general consensus was this is really cool. Let's just leave it in the game. So it just got kept in the game for like fast movement because everybody thought it looked really cool. It was originally a bug though. All right, so I'm hoping they're not going to attack Marvelous. If they do, we might be able to just take it back with knights, but I'm hoping that this is not going to attack Marvelous, or if they do attack, they'll stop to bombard. Let's see what happens. Well, at least one of the units went in. No, they look like they're throwing themselves at Marvelous, so I wish I had considered that that might be a possibility. No, only a couple of them did. Excellent. Bad news is they're fortified on a tile that has the forest bonus, so that's less than great. All right, anyway, we probably need a mace of some kind here. I have double whipped this city, haven't I? I'm a little low on maces, unfortunately. Okay, so Heroic Epic's done. That's good news. So now, what we really want is the aqueduct so we can keep growing, but for the time being, while we're at war, let's do our knights. So we should be able to do knights like every 3 turns, which is pretty good. All right. Yeah, so he did stop the bombard. Okay. So the good news is, all right, well, he has like very, very few attackers in that stack. It's almost all catapults. And remember, catapults don't get defensive bonuses. So here's what we want to do. So he's going to attack probably next turn. We want to take this city right away. And then we want to shove units in here on defense. Because we don't want to attack into this tile that has the defensive bonus. We want to defend with the defender's advantage. All right, so this city has 1 longbow. So it's not even like there's not even any point in trying to take out the defenses. Let's just sacrifice 1 catapult to damage this longbow, the one that has no promotions on it. We'll just do one unit to try to get a hit on the longbow, and then otherwise, oh wow, we actually got multiple hits on the longbow. That's incredible. That's really, really good news. And now I'm super glad that we're on this tile, because this means we're going to be on the road network when this city falls. Yeah, that catapult got one, two, three, four hits at 0.2% odds. That's crazy. All right, anyway, well, now it's easy to take out the defenders. It's on a hill, but we should still get odds. So, shock only gets us to 72, but I'll take it. All right. Oh, I guess I should probably use some of the elephants for this, shouldn't I? Because the elephants don't have the mobility. 60. Wow, we only get 62? What a big difference between the knights and the elephants, huh? Knights are good units, you may have heard. Alright, got a little bit lucky there. And now we can use this shock. Oh, wow, only 50-50, even with a shock elephant? I just want the knights to be able to move back into this city. Although I guess the elephants can do that too, right? Because they're on the road network, so... Only six. Wow, why does this guy get such good odds? I guess it is on a hill. So we'll use the shock guy for 50-50. Well, that didn't work. Did we get any hits at all? We got one. That was pretty unlucky. So this was basically a coin flip each round. We won one, and then we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds in a row. That was less than good. But I guess now we'll use this. All right, well, now the knight's up to 88% odds. Yeah, city on a hill, 60% defenses. Oh, wow. Come on. Oh, we lost that too? Jeez. Bloody, bloody fighting to take this city. All right, well, sometimes that happens, I guess. A little bit unlucky. Putting a lot of faith in the culture borders behaving. Well, fortunately, it looks like they behaved. But yeah, you're right. The borders do wacky stuff sometimes. Fortunately, we do indeed have that path. Now, this, you are right that the borders are buggy, because, like, look at this. This should not be in their territory. There is no reason for this to be in the enemy territory right here. That's very, very buggy. Anyway, let's kill the longbow and the catapult while we can. No, cultural borders make sense. They're a little odd, I agree, but they make sense. Sure, wait, what? We lost that too? What? We lost another 88%? Well, we were having good luck earlier, but it has run against us here. Yikes. I was like, wait, I lost two 88s in a row? That's like 8 or 9 to 1 odds. Yikes. Longbow just out in the open. Alrighty then. Oh, I should have used the longbow. I should have used this guy to finish off the longbow. Whoops. All right, well, the good news is this guy can get back into that city. We have to finish this unit off. Even though that unit will now be out of position. Although the good news is next turn it'll... I mean, it shouldn't have been. That border should not be in Aztec territory. All right, so now we can cram these units in here for extra defenders. Can also do this. Upgrade. Let's upgrade 1 to a longbow and 1 to a crossbow. Obviously, it'll shave a turn. It'll mean we have to take another turn to research theology, but this city is going to get attacked. So I need to put, a couple of elephants in this city just for safety's sake. I'll put 3 in here. I don't think this city is going to get attacked. Actually, no, 2 should be plenty. We have visibility on all the tiles in the area, and there's nothing else that can hit this. And we'll move the catapults in as well. They can eat up attacks, potentially. At the very least, it's another unit that has to be killed for the city to be taken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, look at this. Whoop! The importance of road networks. So yeah, you guys are free to attack us all you want. You're not busting through this city. It's not going to happen. And since we're the defender, we will get the preferential matchups on our side. you know, because the defender always gets the best matchup. Very nice. So we'll put, if we could get to this tile, so we'll put the medic unit in here as well to help heal. So we have had some bad luck in some of these combats, but Civ is not a game of luck in the end. It's a game of strategy. All right, so let's have some of these units. Let's see. So you can't get here. Who's full health? You are. You can come down here to help defend. Once we wipe this stack, we'll take this city and then push for the remaining ones. But first we defend, and then we'll go from there. The extra mobility of knights, so nice. So nice. All right, so you will heal. You guys continue working away on the city. Probably need like one more turn of that. Remember, it is on a hill. But every turn we wait, the AI does whip more defenders. So you come here. You come here to defend the city. You come down here to help bombard. I just don't want you to be exposed next to this city. You come over here to help defend that. And then that'll free up the knights to rotate over and get ready to attack this city in like a turn or two. You can stay on that tile because you got to guard the workers for this turn. We have one. All right, so you rotate over here into a more useful spot. Same with you. Again, I don't think bad trade's going to get attacked, but I actually would like to attack Plot Local next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unfortunately, from right here, this unit, units in bad trade can't attack next turn. But you should stay here because you're healing the other guy with your medic ability. Because like I think we have enough knights here that we can potentially take this next turn. Maybe one more turn. We might need to rotate some knights back up from over here, but we'll see. All right, yeah, you are fine for right now. I don't think I have anything for you to road for the time being. Oh, cool, another catapult. Excellent. All right, you can come over and help bombard next turn. Oh, you finally finished this. And you're fine on that tile for this turn. All right. So I think we covered things pretty well with this sequence of attacks. By the way, what do we want to? Did we ever come up with a name for this city in chat? If so, I missed that. No, Monty's had a pretty catastrophic couple of turns. This war is not going well for him at all because I'm at 560k. He's rival worst at 292k, and we're about so like we've already taken 2 cities and we're about to take a third. And like once this stack is dead, he really has nothing left. Then it's just a matter of pushing on to his cities. And again, from bad trade, we can hit Texcoco really easily. We could go one. Actually, we can go from this direction too. 1, 2, 1, 2. And that city's not on a hill. We probably do need the siege units to take his capital because it's on a hill. Axe me later. Axe stand. People like axe stand. It was quite a stand by that AI unit, not going to lie. All right, let's just check in on the AI to make sure they're not plotting war on me. Nope, he's not. Not at the moment. Nope, we're good. That's the goal. Finish off Monty. Use this war to finish off Monty. So as far as cities go, a lot of these Monty cities are not very good quality, but Axe Stand will be a good city. Unfortunately, it's one tile off the coast, which is a little whatever. Oh, a crab's resource down there. Yay. And do we have pigs right now? I think we do. No, we actually don't have pigs either. So this is going to be +2 health. Plus from the pigs, plus from the crabs, which we don't have. Bad trade has food bonuses. So basically the only cities that don't have, oh, I guess it doesn't have much of one. It has a plains cow, which is barely a food resource. Like this city doesn't have food. Marvelous doesn't have food. All the other cities do. And there's also an orphaned fish resource here. So we should probably settle a city there as well. No reason not to take advantage of that. Okay. All right. Let's see what he does. I expect this stack is going to attack Marvelous, but let's see. Because he was bombarding, and now he's got the defenses down. So I expect he's going to commit here. I actually want him to, because I will need to get rid of this stack. I don't want to attack him on the forest. Kind of annoying he's on the only forest tile. No, he did not. And he also apparently recently got maces. Okay. Oh, he just built the Buddhist shrine for me. Okay. Well, I'll take that. I'm a little disappointed he didn't attack me because I really don't want to hit him on this tile. Oh well. So we'll continue holding our defensive force in place and we'll take this city. We'll see if we can take Tlatelolco this turn. All right. At least see how many units we can put here. So he kind of has my stack frozen in place right now. All right, so what's in this city? 2 longbows, a mace, an axe, a jaguar. We just got a free great prophet. Whereas I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me see what kind of odds I'm getting with these units, just out of curiosity. So if I have a combat 2 knight, that's not good enough. I think we need to send in some catapults for suicide damage, because that's not good enough. What the odds I'm seeing right there. Note that the cultural borders fix themselves, as I was hoping they would. Okay. We'll move these units in here. I can probably shift a knight or two to the north now. I really wish this was not on a forest tile. If that was not on a forest, I would just hit it right now and kill it. But it's like on the only forested tile. Liz said that Sydney is demanding a walk. I'll show you the picture. It says she sent me this photo of him with the caption "Walk me." I'll walk him as soon as I'm done. But I'm hoping we can play through finishing off Monty today. That's the hope. Yeah, he's a good boy. Yeah, there's not too many actual attackers in this stack. 1 mace, and then like 4 spears, and that's kind of it. I feel like he's going to attack, though. I'll hold these 2 elephants here for right now. I do want 2 defenders, just so some random pike doesn't walk up and kill everything. So let's get set up to hit this city next turn. Again, I'm hoping that... Oh, do we get War Weariness? Yeah, we're already hitting War Weariness. No surprise there. All right, we can turn on... well, we can almost one turn this. We're like 1 beaker short. That's okay. War Weariness, so annoying. That's okay. My cities will be all right. They can hang in there. All right, so we've got this in here. So now let's rotate these knights over. And then next turn, I think we can hit Tlatelolco with a little suicide catapult help. Move the workers back into a safer spot. And we probably need to like road some of these tiles once this city falls, but yeah, because like I need these knights here to help defend. I can't shift them forward just yet. I mean, we're pretty well we're pretty well bunkered in there. This knight can shift over as well. This mace, though, I'll put here. Like that, this city bad trade is pretty well defended. Mace plus longbow. Obviously, it's not going to stop a dedicated stack, but all right. Yeah, I wish I had like 2 maces for this city. That's about it. So if they would just move away from this tile, that would be great. This tile will also come into our control. So let's see. So this city has 60% borders. So 20, 40, 60. So this and this and this and this will all come in our territory as soon as this city falls. So that'll be easy to shift units down here as needed. Anyway, the fact that Monty, you know what we could do? We should probably stop spending espionage on Monty because we can see his demos. And like he's going to be dead soon, so why bother continuing to spend espionage points on him? We can already see his demos. We don't even really need to see his demos because we know he's rival worst in power. These last couple turns definitely have not gone well for him. Look, he's lost power. I have not lost much. So again, we're going to hope that he slams his stack into Marvelous. That's the hope. Also, let's work this tile for right now. It's such a better tile. All right, let's see. All right, figured as much. So this is scary only because he has the catapults, which will do collateral. But I think my unit should win most of these fights. We'll certainly beat the catapults. Now remember, Marvelous is on a hill, so so my units will get the hill bonus. Obviously, Knights do not get the hill bonus, but Knights are better units than what he has. So we're killing all the catapults, as expected. The AI is smart enough to send in suicide catapults first. Just hoping we're not taking too much collateral. Wow, the catapult actually withdrew from a longbow on a hill? What the heck? How did that happen? Maybe it was promoted flanking or something. So he had like 6 catapults here. I'm just hoping we didn't take too much collateral. Yeah, I like, even with collateral damage applied, Knight should be pretty good against these units. This is crossbow against spear. I think crossbow can handle that. This is probably the matchup he has the best odds of winning. Knight against mace. He had like 1 mace there. All right, well, I lost that. So now the Jags are up against this crossbow that I promoted a skirmisher into. Now this is not going well for him. This crossbow is doing a lot of work against his melee units. Ah, Monty. He's sending a longbow in to attack? Wow. Okay. I mean, I'd much rather have his longbows used on offense than to defend his cities. We actually have a catapult defending, because they don't take collateral damage. Spear against catapult. Well, that went well.
Cities have been formed by two loves, the earthly by the love of self, the heavenly by the love of God.
All right. So what's our next tech goal is kind of the question. We could go to mercantilism. Actually, it's probably banking. It's very cheap, and we would like to get banks for like our shrine city and such. And then we'll have to decide from there. All right, well, that certainly worked. I think we're at the point where I can now maybe start building infrastructure. So I was going to go into theocracy, but I think maybe we stick with organized religion and go back to building infrastructure. Which Aztec city is putting culture 1 northeast of Marbles? It's Tlatelolco. It might seem a little bit weird. So yeah, okay. So every single unit died except that one catapult that retreated. We killed every single unit aside from that. What a disaster for him. He just got absolutely annihilated. So he's now rival worst with soldiers at 231. So I'll think more about the tech in a minute. It's true, we could get actually, well, we're actually quite a ways away from cuirassiers. We need military tradition and gunpowder. That will not hit in this war. So I'm not thinking so much about what the next military thing is. I think we need to run. I think what we'll do here is we'll want to run econ for a little bit before we get ready for our next war. So I'm looking more towards economic stuff right now. I'll think about that more in a minute. Bank is cheap. We're going to have double shrines, so it's pretty valuable. I don't think we necessarily need to push straight for cuirassiers. I mean, we do want them, but like we're a ways away. We need military tradition plus gunpowder. So anyway, yeah. So all my units survived. Every unit won. We cleaned up, and we got halfway to another great general. So yeah, that was an utter disaster for Montezuma. All right, let's go ahead and take this city. And now that his main stack is dead, we're pretty free to kind of do whatever we want. Start pushing on Tenochtitlan and Texcoco. As I said, probably need siege to take Tenochtitlan, but we can probably race ahead with mounted units to take Texcoco. Yeah, we should. By the end of this war, we'll be first tops in score. Okay, so there are. There's a longbow with Gorilla 2. That's annoying, and then one that's unpromoted. Probably was just whipped out. So it's like a longbow that a super strong longbow, like a medium strength longbow, a mace, and then that's kind of it. The axe and the Jaguar, whatever. Catapult is irrelevant. All right, so this unit just send in to do some collateral damage. We're hoping to get some hits. We did not get any hits, apparently. That's not shocking. Did not get any hits on that longbow, but we did get collateral on all the other targets. So I guess we should probably do the plus collateral here, because the increased odds from City Raider are pointless. All right, we got a hit. I'll take it. Yeah, beware the axe, seriously. All right, I'll take that. Oh, I actually got multiple hits. Knocked that guy down to 3.8. How many hits was that? We got 3 hits. Wow. 3 hits at 0.2% odds. Fantastic. Okay, now we should be safe to send in these units. All right, so we want to combat 2. We actually now get odds, 72%. So almost 3 and 4 odds to win. I mean, we didn't win, but we came close. I've watched the 0.1. Oh, we got him down to 1 HP, and then he won 3 rounds in a row. That's all right. As we said, it's a marathon, not a sprint. All right, so we want another combat 2 knight if we can manage one. 75. So we definitely haven't been doing quite as well odds-wise. This one we win. I recognize the animation, of course. So then we've got mace, and that's kind of it as far as units that matter. So let's use one of our shock units, 89%, and the odds should get better from here on out. Yeah, so the rest of these should be easy wins, barring the 97% loss or whatever. What do we have left? A Jag, and yeah, irrelevant stuff after that. So this will get this guy a second promotion. This is what, you always need to have more units than you think. The AI is very good at like rushing out lots of units, better than you might anticipate. Is there anyone I can get? I can get another promotion on this unit by taking the free win. You always need more units than you might necessarily think, because the AI is good at whipping out defenders. It's one of the things it does well in this game. I guess we just get a free point of XP for this guy too, so why not? All right. So now this city probably takes over the rice from what's it called? From our original city from back in the day, from Gambit. Yeah. So Gambit probably, or actually it probably takes this food tile. But like they probably split the 2 food tiles apart. Obviously for right now, Gambit holds this while it's still in resistance, but Tattle Loco. I like that. Tattle Loco. Very creative. Tattle Loco. All right, so we've got what, 3 cities left? Okay, so first let's kill this catapult, and then let's kill this spear. So for this turn, we have a lot of units that need to heal. But we've got our Great General Medic in here. So this turn, the Great General Medic's in this city. The next turn, we'll move it up here and heal these units. Okay, so yeah, that catapult is easy prey for this knight's at 9.9 health, so we'll just finish it off. Actually, this guy, I might need to kill the spear, actually. That's not good enough odds to kill the spear. We'll leave that guy alone. But we are finishing off this unit, because, I mean, that's an easy kill. Alright, this crossbow has earned its due. Actually, could we kill the... yeah, we'll just use this crossbow to kill this guy. Because if I lose the crossbow, it's like, whatever, I don't care. But the chance to take out a spear just in the open... Nice. We got a City Garrison 3 longbow now. Let's go. You I want to heal, and then I'll probably move you down to axe stand as soon as you're healed. But we'll have you chill for that turn. All right, also from the capture gold, we can now start on banking. All right, so we've got like one knight that's, oh, these are all the units that just, okay, so these units should probably, yeah, they should stay here on this tile, although this guy's full health. So where do I want to gather my knights for like the next attack? From Marvelous, we could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so the next target is going to be Texcoco, but like I can have the knights from Marvelous go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, actually, no, that's not going to work. I need them to be in Tattle Loco, because then they can go 1, 2, 1, 2. So I should gather them in Tataloco. Also, we might as well start moving forward these defenders. There we go. And this catapult I'd like to group together with the other two catapults down here. I'm trying to think what the best route to get to Tenochtitlan is. Because like the knights can ride out and take this, and then they join with the slow movers and take this. Actually, the best approach is probably to go here, 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 probably. So let's grab the catapults here. Let's move them here, and then next turn I think I'll move them out. I'm just going to group them together here, a tile back from the front line where they're safe. All right, so these elephants are fine. Actually, let's take this guy, move this guy down here. I'll solo defend, which is always a little risky, but I don't think the AI is going to attack there. Move the elephants, get the elephants ready to join the catapults with the slow movers next turn. Like slow movers, like I said, can go to this tile next turn, here, here. 1, 2, actually they could move to here. Something like, oh, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So one thing I do know is bad trade is going to need farms. So we can start doing that. We can start farming over because this city does not have any food bonuses. Or it has a plains cow, which is barely a food bonus. So let's move these guys here. Start farming towards those grassland tiles because it's going to need farms. I knew that. All right. So I've got an extra skirmisher over here, although 2 defenders in that city is not the worst thing. These workers... well, Marvelous is also going to need farms because it also does not have food tiles. So let's start farming in that direction right now too. So, oh, it can't work this tile, can it? Well, we can chop this and then farm. It can work that farm. We also need to get religion in here. All right, let's take a look at my cities. It's time to stop just pushing units everywhere and start. Yeah, this. So look at this. This city is not happy right now. We'll need to get this. Need to get this war finished with. The grocer is really good because it'll give us more health. So catapult, like I'll let these military builds finish, but then I'm going to start going on to infrastructure again. Like we can let this courthouse finish. Let these whip unhappiness wear down. Get to the Kappa. I'll let, as I said, I'll let the mace finish. Scot-free is just all military. Yeah. I want to let these whip unhappinesses wear down a little bit in some of these cities. Oh, now we can actually improve Rock of Rogovia. We can actually move, oh wait. I could farm this tile. Oh wait, it can't work that tile, but we can farm this tile, which is totally worth doing even though we lose a town. Like I hate to do that, but it gets it to +4 food per turn, which is definitely a big improvement. Okay, so you there. This city should be just about ready to whip its grocer, yeah. We'll whip the grocer and then go on to bank in a couple turns. Just another deer. Great whip farm. Great job with whipping, though. All right, so we do want the mint done here, and then we go on to courthouse because you can see the maintenance costs are pretty large up there. All right. So 3 cities to go. And we've got our units healing. A Mongolian spy. Get wrecked. Anyway. All right, mint onto courthouse, as we said. All right, well, so yeah, Kublai Khan definitely has a tech lead. So he finishes liberalism. You can see he's up quite a few techs on us, but I mean, he's up like 6 or 7 techs on us, but that's all right. We'll run him down. He doesn't have guilds. He doesn't have banking because that's behind guild. So we're up a couple techs on him. Long term, he will not be able to keep up with us in research because of our, you know, being Mansa and all that. All right, you hang out here. All right, so how many healthy knights do I have? How many knights can get in a position to attack Texcoco? I wish I knew how many defenders were in there. Because like these knights are not full health, but I've got this guy at 9.9. I've got a lot of war elephants knights. Like this guy's full health. 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 full health knights in Marvelous. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, they're not quite in range to hit Texcoco. Is that Monty's only medal? It is. Ah, Barden with the sharp eyes. It is his only medal. Haha. Wouldn't it? Boy, those maces are kind of annoying. Sure would be rough if you weren't able to build them anymore. Yeah, so the knights, I think, have to start heading towards Texcoco. The elephants, there's enough elephants that are full health that they can start moving 1, 2, 3, I think, to this tile, here, and then here, towards Tenochtitlan. It does mean potentially more longbows, but that's okay. All right, so you fortify there. All right, let me start grabbing the war elephants that are full health, which is most of them. I'll leave like one of them. All right, that guy's 1 off full health. I'll leave one of them behind. 2, 1, 2, 3. We can just join up with the crossbow. Let's get our catapults joined as well. These guys are headed for Tenochtitlan. The knights, let's move one of these knights. The problem is I don't know that I get vision even if I move forward. I think I still don't see the city center tile. Yeah, I don't think I see the city center tile from there. All right, so we need to heal these guys. So we're probably 2 turns away from being able to hit this because I probably need to heal those knights, unfortunately. Because like I can't reach that stack there, unfortunately. So I might as well just hang out up here. Because I can't reach that tile. All right, where's our healer? Great General Medic. Come on up here. So now all these units should be back in the fight quickly. This guy at least can join up with this tile. It probably would be worthwhile to give someone sentry. Honestly, that's kind of an oversight. So this catapult is 1 tile too slow to join up with those others. Oh well. A little out of position. Although I could move here and then it could join up with them next turn. Yeah, that works. That works. Because I could just move to that tile next turn. And then move to here. So you are going to cover that catapult, who's off by itself. The lonely catapult. Anyway, back to the workers in a second. All right, you move up here. All right, so now a bunch of you guys should be able to heal right back up to full with our medic unit. But yes, I almost certainly should have made at least 1 unit sentry for the vision. More useful against other humans, but still useful against the AI as well. All right. Oh, we got another. Oh, here's one of our new knights. Oh, you know what? Remember how we said it would be good to have a sentry unit? Well, here we go. This guy can join up. All right, and we want to get this tile up here farmed for Rock of Gergovia. Let's put you here as well. All right, so you guys are going to need farms here. That tile should be pretty safe. I mean, I guess technically the AI could reach it, but they don't have 2 movers, so whatever. All right, you guys need to chop this, chop in towards that mint, and then we'll farm this because we need more food for that city. Yeah, my cities are getting kind of unhappy with this war weariness, but as I said, they'll survive. They'll live for the time being. I think this was the next thing I was getting ready to whip. I have enough happiness that I could stack up additional whips, but I just don't think I have to. I think we're fine. Yeah, look at that. Jeez. That was something that happened. So yeah. The question with banking is would we want to go into mercantilism? I don't know if we want to or not. Because I am getting good benefits from foreign trade routes, but then again, the AI is probably getting good benefits from my foreign trade routes too. So I don't know. What's the imports exports minus 40? Does that mean I'm benefiting or not benefiting? I can't remember whether that's good for me or bad for me. I'm sure someone knows in the chat. Anyway, okay. So we should be able to do the turns a little bit faster here.
Banking establishments are more dangerous than standing armies.
The stack broke. I don't know what that means. So what's our next big goal as far as tech goes? Well, just because it says that, I'm not sure that that's correct necessarily. I wouldn't mind getting universities in play. That would be helpful to keep up in research. Gunpowder, of course, always an option. Pushing for like rifling, always an option as well. Philosophy, I don't know that pacifism is going to be that handy. Drama, we're not creative, so that has less appeal. Music, the great artist is long gone. Compass, we might actually need this because we probably need harbors long term. Means you're exporting less than you're importing. Okay, I think that that's right. So I think I'm actually benefiting more from the trade routes then. I'm not benefiting from them. We don't really need optics. Compass is not bad because we might need harbors and they're relatively inexpensive. We don't have any discounted buildings because we're spiritual financial. The only discounted buildings we get are temples, so that's not a concern. We could always try to look to push for printing press too, which would actually be, we have a lot of villages and towns, so printing press would not be bad. I guess we could always try to make a play for Taj as well, but I doubt we'll get that. Oh, actually, nationhood's really big because nationalism's really big because then we get nationhood and then we can pop into nationhood and draft. So that's probably our most useful goal to get to right now. So let's head in that direction, shall we? Drama's cheap enough that I think we'll pick that up. It discounts philosophy, and we probably do want theaters, so let's head in that direction, shall we? Unlock nationhood for drafting. All right, finish the library here. What do we need next? We probably want the grocer because we need health more than we need happiness right now. Yeah, this is probably what we want here. Rocket Bergovia is never going to be much of a city. All right, and we'll just finish drama. So this will get it up to, sadly we lose that village, but it does get us up to +4 food. All right, let's move our sentry unit up. How well defended is this city? Not at all. So yeah, this is just how quickly can we get knights up next to it. How well defended is this? Not at all. So this is just going to be slam knights into it and accept that some of them are going to die. There's our great general medic working. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we actually can get these guys into the fight. They just have to move through bad trade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2. Perfect. I didn't think they'd be able to get into the fight next turn, but they can. Again, the benefits of a road network. Go to this tile. And move. So there, we're going to have kind of a slaughter of knights here, because the first couple knights in are going to die, but... it's just, you can force your way in with this many knights. Yep, they're all full health. That's their job. That's what they're... I was going to say what they're paid to do. They're not really getting paid. All right. And I guess I might as well keep this Great General Scout with them because why not? They're going to have to heal next turn anyway. A slaughter of knights. Yeah, kind of. So I said I was going to move to here so I could join up with... And I'll just keep this knight with these guys because that knight can't join in the attack up there, so might as well. All right, pretty good logistics. By the way, the ability to road to this city, bad trade, super important. All right, again, technically I could get attacked on this tile, but we have full vision, so I'm not worried. All right, so now bad trade is working farms. It'll be able to work this tile once that comes out of resistance. Axe stand is not too far away from coming out of resistance. Meanwhile, down here, we want to continue adding farms because that's what this city needs. So farm that tile. There are some workers not doing anything, but that's okay. So work this tile. Granary is slowly filling up the food box. I'll work this tile. So we got to irrigate over to here. We want three tiles. So we want to get up to like +5 food, and then we can go from there. I have not seen John Carpenter's The Thing. I know it's a classic horror film. Yeah, you just hang out there. That turn actually went by relatively quickly. So we're almost done with these maces. All right, Gambit should just whip something and then overflow into the mace. Probably the grocer, I think. Or actually the courthouse. It's been on this courthouse forever. There we go. Just whipping off pop that would be unhappy. But note that it's not even working this tile because it's just going to grow back into unhappiness. And then we'll finish the mace with the overflow. All right, Choppa's almost got out from under its whip unhappiness. Almost. Sydney is not in great shape at the moment, but that's okay. It's okay. We're about to get this. We're actually not too far off from getting this silver tile. Thank you, brain. Not too far off from this silver tile. All right, and then I'm trying to think what the borders will look like down here. So this city only has 40% culture, so borders will extend to these 3 tiles, but will not cover this tile. Not that that's going to help us. Over here, it'll extend these 2 tiles, but will not cover this tile. This tile should not be covered, so it should be pretty easy to have units. Like this should be under our control, so then we can just go here, and then hit the city. It is on a hill, but we'll see. So Texcoco should fall on this turn.
Stage, and all the men and women merely players.
All right, philosophy.
They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts.
You just keep cranking those knights for right now. We'll let the city grow a bit after we get out from this war. All right, turn off research for the time being. So we are catching up a little bit with Kublai. We're picking up some of the cheaper techs. So he discovered liberalism, didn't he? And took the free tech? Yeah. So what did he take with his free tech? Let's just see. Looks like he took economics for the free great merchants, I think. No, it couldn't have been that. What did he take with it? What did he take with it? He doesn't have guilds, doesn't have divine right, doesn't have nationalism, doesn't have printing press, doesn't have gunpowder. What did he take with the free tech? Education? No, he had to have education to get there. Astronomy? Oh, he probably took oh yeah, probably did take astronomy. Wow, that was a good choice. I bet you're right. That's the only thing that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, okay. All right, so there's 1 longbow, 2 jags, a spear. Fortunately, this city is not on a hill. Thank goodness. That said, it's still going to be pretty rough on the longbows that go in first, or the knights that go in first. So let's just take this combat 1 guy. What are the differences between combat 1 and combat 2? Let's just see. We actually have a combat 3, dude. Combat 3 is 30. I don't think it's much of a difference. 29, yeah, it's not really much of a difference. So let's salute this poor guy who's going in at 25% odds. Godspeed. Just because it wasn't much of a difference between 1 promo and 2. He did not do especially well. He only got 2 hits. I was hoping for a little better than that, but as I said, the odds weren't great. Okay. All right, now let's check the odds on our Combat 3 dude. 68%. How does that compare to Shock? I think the Shock guys actually get better odds here. It's actually almost exactly the same. Well, shock has less value in the long run, so if we lose the shock guy, it's actually better than losing the combat 3 guy, which we did unfortunately lose. I said this was likely to be pretty brutal. Oh, look at that. We got him down to 1 hit. But yeah, we were, I mean, yeah. Well, right, 73%. What's their odds on the combat 3 guy? 75%. Probably better to take this. I mean, we are attacking with odds in these battles. We're not getting the best luck, I would say. That's twice now. So we just lost 2 battles in a row where we had odds. We're not getting a lot of hits. I would not say these have been especially good combat results, because we are attacking with odds in every one of these fights recently. All right, 75. Come on. We did win this one. Please name the city Glue Factory. There's only one more defender that has any ability whatsoever. All right, now we're at 90%. Pillaging the iron resource did not stop the ability to build Jaguars, but they're not very good defenders, so. With a suggestion to name the city Glue Factory. No, I mean, that's like, if you're going to get bad dice rolls, this is a good time to get them, because it really didn't matter here. All right. But in any case, we might as well get the extra promotion on this guy at the 99% odds. All right. I did like the suggestion to name the city Glue Factory. Anyway, they came with a mint and a lighthouse. That's not bad. So what do we do next? Then maybe a courthouse, honestly. Glue Factory. So this city will work the deer tile long term. Oh, look, there's a worker there. Do we even want to capture this worker? I guess so. Let's move up this stack first. Just so we have vision on anything that might be down here. Yeah, not a ton there. That city's not on a hill. I'll probably just bombard the defenses and then attack with all these elephants, accepting that it's going to be ugly for some of them. Actually, some of these knights can get into the battle there, I think. Wait, 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Yeah, these knights can get into the battle, so. I'm actually more interested in that than in capturing the worker. I have enough workers already. All right. I can move this longbow up now. I can stay there for the time being. I don't think this city is going to get attacked. Actually, I don't think it even can, because he doesn't have engineering, so he can't move into Glue Factory. Plus, we have a longbow in there, so city's pretty safe. Okay, so bad trade. We need to get this granary, so we should chop the granary out. All right, you rode the tile. You guys rode this tile, so that we can then chop that next turn. Right now, you chop this. Also, this axe can come over here and serve as a defender, and then this mace can move up and defend this city. All right. Meanwhile, we got another new knight to play around with. Help out with the Glue Factory. Have this nice group of 5 workers building exactly 1 farm each turn. All right, Rock of Gergovia now finally is +4 food surplus, which is the best we can do, unfortunately. There's no way to road over it here. I mean, I guess we could farm over the horse tile, but it's my only horse resource right now. It's literally the only horse resource, so I'm not going to give that up. How about this city? Is there anything better we can do here? I think this is probably okay in terms of what tiles it's working. Would like to get that courthouse done. Those maintenance costs are pretty serious, but I'm happy with letting the whip unhappiness wear down. All right, this city is good. I'll whip the grocer next turn there. And Fishy is just recovering from a whip. It's fine to just grow on tiles for right now. Yeah, so these guys, I don't think there's a whole lot more for them to do up here in the north. I've kind of improved all the tiles up here. Like, I'll need them eventually to build stuff, but I think for right now we're good. All right, so hopefully we can take this city next turn. I've got enough catapults that we can take out like half the walls. Maybe we take out half the wall or half the culture and then take it the following turn. We'll see. Probably not though. We probably just rely on speed because we do have an awful lot of hitters here. And like if I have to throw away some war elephants, it's okay. They're not going to scale great as the game goes on. Plus there's also a random war elephant over here. We'll move you here. You'll be in better position for next turn here at Akstan. All right. 2 cities to go. All right, Venison. Yeah, you should work on probably a grocer, and then we'll get the bank after that. Oh, you've actually used up your whip unhappiness, so we can get that out. Gambit. All right, finishes that. Let's get the grocer next. Now, that mace probably finished a little later than I actually needed it to finish. So get to the chopper. Actually, you need a market. You're pretty unhappy. We'll whip the market, and then you can overflow and finish. Yeah, get to the chopper. Not exactly happy, but again, the war weariness will wear out in time as soon as we're done with Monty. All right, split the stack. Do we just wait one more turn to get that down to 0? Well, let's see what odds we get. Okay, well, the other thing is every turn we wait, he whips more units on defense is kind of the downside. But like, what odds do I get if I toss these war elephants in? Like, combat 2 war elephant. 22%. How many war elephants do we want to sacrifice here? It's 3 longbows, and only one of them has the fortified defense. You know what? Let's keep going. Let's get this over with. As I said, these elephants are not going to be too useful long term, so let's get what use we can out of them. Besides, maybe we'll even win at the 20%. It is possible. All right, a loss, but a good loss. Down to 1.7 health. Got a lot of damage on that one. Good job. So we got another 22% here. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Not bad. I'll take it. Yeah, I won't be paying to upgrade 20 elephants, exactly. Nakira's correct. Okay, so remember how the last fight was good? That fight was not good. We did nothing. We lost every single round of combat. That was a bad result. Go get him, buddy. 18% is not that different than 20%. Okay, that was a good result. So we took out... So those 2 longbows are basically dead at this point. We actually get worse odds against the mace. That's interesting. Only 24%. 28%? Well, probably about the best we're going to do. The odds are I should actually win like one of these low odds battles. Yeah, I mean, that's a good result. Again, we chipped them down to almost nothing. So those units are all basically dead. We just have to finish them. So there's like 2 more defenders that are real, the mace and the longbow. Again, we probably should win like one of these fights statistically. 32% versus 23%. Not much of a difference. What does the odds of the crossbow get? All right, 0.9%. I'm going to send in this guy because it's not that big of a difference in the odds. And we get a promotion if he won. All right, so that's another crippled unit. So there's like 1 more unit that we actually get odds on this battle. Let's see if we can win one where we have odds. Statistically, we probably should have won one of those low odds battles, but I'm okay. So this is probably like slightly worse than expected combat luck, but still not bad. And now we can mop up from here, no problems. So yeah, I mean, we lost, what? We lost like 4 units to kill 4 units, or 5 units, I think it was. Yeah, so not great, but as I said, the elephants were not going to scale great long term anyway. I was not going to, if I pay to upgrade knights into cuirassiers, that's fine. I'm not going to pay to upgrade 20 elephants. It's just too expensive. All right. Go get him, city garrison crossbow. Hey, they were along for the ride. All right, what's in here? There's the, oh, well, that Buddhist shrine not exactly spread a lot yet. There is an academy, though, so that's pretty nice. We'll have to rebuild the granary. Think our choice of no suicide cats? Maybe. So this is the borders bugging out again. This tile should not be in Aztec control. So you can see the borders of Tlaxcala. It's 1, 2, 3, and then this tile, and then 1, 2, 3. I have 2 academies that produce 0 great scientists, indeed. So the knights probably should just move. Well, let's get our knight that has the extra vision. Where is that knight? So we should be able to move our, like, this tile should not be in Aztec culture next turn. We should be able to move here, then here next turn. And since this is on a hill, well, we'll see how well defended it is. If it's poorly defended, we can just burn right through it. We kept the big withdrawal chance on this guy. I think we see into the city from this tile with, no, I thought we did. Okay, well, all right. I thought we actually saw into the city, but I guess we can't quite see into it. I guess that hill blocks vision. Anyway. All right, so we'll keep the longbow there. Actually, we'll move the longbow down. Keep this guy here. This guy should stay here for this turn. I mean, we can't hit the city next turn anyway, so we might as well take our time. Cannot hit the city next turn. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because these stupid tiles are blocking it. We can't hit the city next turn. 2, 3. Actually, no, we can. This stack can. I'm wrong. Because this stack can be here. Got like these extra maces running around. Get that fish. All right, you can hang out in there. You can also turn on research this turn. Keep farming over. And this catapult probably does not head down there. Are we still in hereditary rule? No, yeah, we are. Okay. So I can probably have some units stand in the capital to keep it from starving. Okay. So I think we still needed to farm over here. At least one more tile we needed to farm on. Oh, and I was going to chop this granary. That's right. Well, we can finish that next turn. All right, so heal at least for this turn. Heal at least for this turn. Okay. Stay there for right now. Probably need another turn or so. 1, 2. Yeah, I mean, I can move the catapults here. I might include them, but we'll see. I don't know if I want to send this many knights to die against this stack, but we'll see. Like, this is on a hill with walls, so we'll see how aggressive I want to be. Anyway, what was the request for that this was Ivory Graveyard? Like, it's one thing to lose elephants that we don't really care about, but I don't want to lose knights needlessly. Oops, I didn't mean to pause the chat. Elephant Graveyard, okay. All right, so I was going to whip this. I remember this was what we were planning on whipping, and then we'll get a bank in there next. And most of the other cities are in pretty good shape. I think I'll move this into Sydney next turn to give it +1 fate, happy face. Venison also needs to whip this, but I think it just swapped. And this city needs one more turn, and then it can whip that. Okay. Axtan's about to come out of resistance. We still need to get culture into this city, Marvelous, but that can wait. Every city actually has religion except Tataloco. A couple of them don't. Bad Trade, Tataloco, and Marvelous. All right, so there's the grocer, giving us a little more. And we want the bank next. So we now get 41 gold per turn at 0% science, not bad. Bank is, of course, more expensive. All right, Sydney, that'll keep you from hopefully starving for a turn. We have 5 unhappy faces from War Weariness, so that's a thing. All right, that shop should finish the granary in bad trade. There we go. This city came out of resistance, but we can't whip the mint just yet. I'll have to whip it next turn. This is where if I had music, I could build culture to pop the borders to get this in range, but we'll get it soon enough. Yep. All right. So let's grab these catapults. I think I want to use the catapult just because I don't want to sacrifice a gajillion knights to take this city. It is on a hill. It does have walls. I think I can afford to be a little more patient. All right, you might as well pop in there to heal. And you are healthy enough that I'll send you with the attackers. You can go in and heal. Yeah, the reason why I turned off the music is on YouTube, it would always make it so I couldn't, like it would always stop any ability to monetize the videos. So I turned off the music. I have no idea why it did that, but it did. Got a couple boats in the water. Anyway, so we'll walk up there. We'll use the cats to take out the walls, which they'll be able to do in 2 turns. And that way we won't suffer huge. Yeah, maybe Monty will build caravels or boats. We've seen the AI do that a lot in AI Survivor. Like, for some reason, they start building boats when they're about to die. It makes no sense at all. Plus, these maces can even get in on the fun. We're also going to need a settler for this fish tile. Where's the best tile to put this on? Let's see, 1, 2. Probably right here, I think. Actually, this would be Riverside. I'd get the river bonus, but then I'd have to wait for borders to expand to connect the fish. So I think it is this tile. I don't want to have to wait for the borders to expand to get the fish in range. Just get it in range instantly. Angry Aztec or Happy Trails. Both good suggestions. Anyway, so Bad Trade's now got its granary. I'd rather have it work one of these tiles. We also need to get culture in here so that we can actually take control of this tile. Do we want to get music just so we can build culture? It's not a very useful tech, but it actually would help with some of these cities to just. Well, you know what we can do? We can do our slavery. We can just pop into caste system for 5 turns, run artists, and pop the borders because we're spiritual. That's probably more useful. Let's irrigate one more tile here, or farm one more tile. Judaism as well. That's also true. And we've got like some extra defenders here. As for this worker, don't know that I have anything for this guy to do immediately. All right. So the mint, just about, oh, you know what we can do? We can chop this mint to completion. Let's do that. And I actually, as much as I'd like to work this tile, I really want the food. Food is more important than anything else right now in this city. Just need to get it up to like +5 food per turn. And then you should come down here, obviously, to help our healing units. You know what this worker's going to do? You're going to stand here and make sure barbarians don't spawn over here for right now. I mean, I guess you might as well heal because we're not attacking this turn. So the only thing we have to be careful is just make sure that they're not plotting war with me right now. I don't think they are. All right, good. They are not currently plotting war with me. Get down here and heal. Same thing, get down here and heal. All right, this group of workers, I was like, I don't really have anything too crucial for them to do. They've already improved like all the tiles in this area, so it's like whatever. And I think we have enough workers down in the south that we don't really need these that badly. So I think I'm just going to put these guys to sleep up here. We'll probably need them eventually, railroads or whatnot. I'm certainly not going to delete them, but I think they're okay for right now. Oh, apparently philosophy is pretty cheap. Can finish that no problems. We could get a settler somewhere as well, because we don't want the AI to snipe that spot. I mean, I don't think they would, but maybe we can have this. Do you get the bonus production here? I don't think you do. It's only on military units. I don't think you get it on settlers. So we'll just get it out of one of the cities we don't care as much about. Maybe just another deer, because we don't care much about just another deer. Poor city. Something like that. All right, this city I was going to get the market out of. Whipped a little bit more pop than strictly necessary, but that's okay. We'll get a lot of overflow. I could put in the mace, but I think I'll just put it in a grocer instead. And how about Gambit? I think was all... No, Gambit's not looking so hot with the war weariness, but it'll die down eventually. All right, a bunch of these cities are like almost done with the... Because I basically double whip knights out of them. And although I could certainly continue whipping, I have enough happiness. I think it's okay. I'm just kind of letting them regrow after pumping out all these knights.
I have gained this by philosophy, that I do without being commanded.
So we can skip music. We don't need it. I think I'm going to grab Compass because it's very cheap, and I think I want harbors in some of my coastal cities. A harbor would be really nice, for example, in my heroic epic city. So I think now we can back off and maybe let this city recover a little bit. So like we could build the aqueduct so we can get some health in here. Let the city start growing a bit. Because I would like to let the city grow a few more sizes. So like do this, let the city grow. Something like that. Okay, so we finished the mint. It's got most of the basic infrastructure. I guess we probably want the courthouse next, just because we've got pretty serious issues there. All right, bad trade, nice. Granary lighthouse, good. Mint next. All right. So this catapult appears to have gotten lost. Well, I was like, this unit appears to have gotten lost. Oh, I actually attacked at the river penalty. I could have just moved around that. I was wondering why it wasn't better odds. I had the river penalty there. Whoops. Oh well. All right. I'll just group everybody together, because why not? One big happy family. You know what I should have done with this guy? I should have walked him into Sydney for another face of hereditary rule happiness. That's more useful than whatever the heck he's doing. Not going to make it down to the front lines in time. All right. So bad trade is in. Getting there. We need missionaries as well. Maybe we could have this city just crank out a couple missionaries. Wait. I need Judaism, not Confucian. I don't want to build the wrong type. Oh, they're also not a military unit, so never mind. Actually, the capital can probably do that. Like as soon as the bank... I was going to say as soon as the bank's done, but the missionary is probably a higher priority because I can get them done so quickly. Just making sure you're not... No barbarians here. Just another deer. How about just another settler? Because I hate you. It'll have to take 2 turns to 3-pop whip this, but that's okay. We're not in a huge rush. Yep, you are just keeping Sydney happy for the time being. And I'll farm this tile too, because why not? And then this city will be at +5 food, even though it's kind of got garbage terrain. We might even build another farm so that we can work the marble tile and stay at +5 food. All right, pretty quiet turn. I'm just looking to see if there's anywhere else I need to whip something. Oh, venison, I think is the... Yeah, venison whips this. I can have venison overflow and do another missionary as well. That'll get us 2 missionaries, and I think we need 3. Actually, we'll need 4 because we're going to build a new city, and that'll need religion as well. Well, this city's just about done. Courthouse. We can whip the... do we want to whip the grocer? I think we do. Yeah. I think so. We just whip off water tiles, which are whatever. And Fishy does need that courthouse, but we'll let it recover from its latest whip a little bit more.
The wisest men follow their own direction.
All right, so now that we took care of that, on to nationalism. We do want to spend a little time in nationhood for drafting. Definitely want to be in the ability to cycle into that. All right, venison, onto bank. Or no, I said missionary. I literally just said that for the new cities. We just finished a mace. Oh, we had enough overflow to finish the mace. Why don't you get the grocer, because we're going to need it for health. And regrow into your cottages. That sounds like a plan there. I don't think you need a lighthouse. I think you have enough water tiles. Oh, I guess we could, But if we get a lighthouse, we could work that tile, which would be a 3-food tile. So lighthouse is worthwhile just to make this a 3-food lake tile. Just for that purpose. And you have a lot less to work on. Probably do the market, just as we continue to work on infrastructure. Yeah, you stand in Sydney. At least we've been able to stop it from starving for the time being. It has 5 unhappy faces from war weariness. Poor Sydney. Oh, I'm not going to draft immediately. I want to have the tech available. It does also unlock Taj, so we could potentially make a play for Taj. But I don't need to draft immediately. I'm planning on going into caste system here to pop borders at some of these new cities, but I want them to come out of resistance first. Or now might not be the worst time. I don't know if there's anything I'm about to whip right this second. Might not be the worst time to go into organized or caste system for a couple turns and pop the borders at Akstan. We'll see. Let's do the military side of things, then we can think about it further. All right. So let's see what we can do to knock these borders down. All right, so we pretty much took out the defenses. And so there's 3 longbows in there. So the question is, what kind of odds are we getting? Unfortunately, this is on a hill, which is not ideal, but every turn we wait, it probably means more units. Well, the good news is we got a mace here, so Godspeed, 3% mace. I mean, you got several hits on this guy, so that was a great result. Yeah, it took out half that guy's health, and that was the top defender. How many hits? 1, 2, 3, 4 hits at 3% odds. That is not too shabby. So we've got 2 longbows and then a mace that's like kind of a defender. So yeah, we can take this out this turn. Go get him, 18% elephant. Oh, come on! Oh, so dramatic. I thought for a second the animation was the one where they win. I don't know the elephant animations as well. 1, 2, 3, 3 hits. Not quite as good as it might have looked like, but still good. All right, no, I'm not sending that guy in at 4% odds. So we can get 25 on an unpromoted guy, or we can get we'll take the 64. Didn't work, but we'll take it. And we actually didn't get great results there. Considering that we had odds to win, we got 2 hits and got hit 6 times. That's a pretty terrible result. Considering the odds, that was not great. All right, 67 versus 67. Right, that's part of the thing is I don't mind using the shock promotions because they are becoming obsolete. That's exactly right. And that's why I sent in the shock guy before I sent in the, before sending in like a combat 3 guy. So we should win all the combats from here. So not too bad. We lost, what, 3 units? 3 units. That's not too bad to take out that city. About as good as we were going to do. Or we should win all the combats from here, yeah. If we lose, it's at like 5% odds. Which might happen, you know, but... Oh, we got another shot guy? Okay. Should have used him sooner if I'd known I had another shot guy. Still. We'll take this. That's it. And that'll do it. A lot of workers in the city, yeah. Plus this one has a military instructor. Cool. All right, so we actually are going to need a lighthouse here. So I think that's the first thing to build. So that was the goal. Take out Monty, and now there's only three of us left in the game. Me and Suri and Kublai. What are we actually at in terms of domination? 42% of population. We're like halfway there on land area, but we will pick up more tiles when this comes out of resistance. Anyway, thanks for subscribing, Alex. Yeah, so a good campaign to be sure. Um, Not as clean as like the Celtic campaign where we basically didn't lose any units at all. But I mean, we were going into longbows. Knights against longbows is a good matchup, but not an amazing. Oh, do we need a? No, this does actually have. This is already has a fishing boat, so we just need to pop quarters. So yeah, I think we go into caste system in like 2 or 3 turns, which will be enough to pop the borders from all these cities and then get back in slavery with only 5 turns. Because like if I went in now, this is 6 turns resistance. So like in like 2 or 3 turns, we pop into caste system, pop all the borders, and then go from there. We'll turn off research for right now though, for a turn or two. All right, let's accumulate some of our guys. I think I have 2 defenders. We'll send this longbow down here. Not that this city is ever likely to get attacked. Let's concentrate our units in Ivory Graveyard for the moment. Let them all heal with the Great General Medic there. And we can figure out where we want to send them next after that. Our next target is almost certainly Kublai, because he's got all the wonders. So he's probably the one we'd want to go after next. Just have to hit him before he gets rifles, which I don't think he's especially close to. So he's actually not, we've managed to catch up a decent bit on him. He doesn't have gunpowder, that's big. He doesn't have printing press. He doesn't have nationalism. He's up mostly stuff that's kind of stuff we don't care about, like optics we don't care very much about, alphabet. He does have education and astronomy and liberalism. So he does have some good econ stuff, but like our next goal is probably to get military tradition gunpowder, upgrade all our knights to cuirassiers, and then hit him with them. That's probably the goal. Because if he has longbows and we have a big stack of cuirassiers, that's not a good matchup for the longbows. So that's probably the goal. But for the time being, let's move these units, finish out this turn, and then next turn we'll go from there. We can start planning towards the next session after that. I'll just want to finish up this turn, and it's a good stopping point. Obviously, we've kind of hit the point at which we're likely to win the game from this point, so it's more about now continuing to execute, but we've got enough gold or enough territory that now we're not in serious danger of losing, so that's what we wanted. All right, Akstan, what do we have to do to improve this city? Not much. The city looks pretty good. Just need to pop the borders so we can get that silver tile. It's a little low on food. We might want one more farm here. We've got, okay, well, yeah, just because we're working these tiles. We might want one more farm. I don't think that we can irrigate this at the moment, though. Yeah, because this is a hill tile, so irrigation does not pass through this tile. That's probably okay, though, because as soon as the borders pop, we don't have to work these tiles anymore, so that's probably okay. So the workers didn't do anything that turn, but whatever. How about you stand in Gambit to help with its unhappiness problems for 1 turn? So the war weariness will disappear next turn. We actually somehow clenched a little bit of it. One thing you hate about Auntie, you're forced into building military, and then when it's over, you have so much invested in military that it's more efficient to just keep going. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That is what is often the case. Not wrong. Yeah, these workers, I mean, just while they're standing here, Do we mine or windmill this? I guess we windmill this tile because this city is not going to have enough food to work food negative tiles. So even though the windmill's not amazing, I think that's the better option there. You continue hanging out on Barb Patrol. Just another deer. Oh, we actually can whip the settler. I guess we can get it for 3. Huh, I thought I would have to wait one more turn, but I guess not. All right, so just another deer. Has the settler for our replacement city down there. And did I ever rename this city? What were the suggestions on renaming this one just while we're here at the end of the turn? I can't remember. I know we had a couple different ones for this particular city. That I know chat had a couple different ones. We had Angry Aztec, and we had something else too. And Crab. I like Angry Aztec more because this is the last city where Monty was finished off. Angry Aztec. I mean, he was angry. We finished him off there. He was not happy about that. Columny maybe. Also a good choice. All right, let's look at our. Actually, you know what? I'll just hit next turn so we get out from the war weariness. And now at the start of this turn, normally I save at the end of a turn, but let's look at the demos at the start of the turn. Oh, we actually don't have enough to finish nationalism. Definitely a more expensive tech, so we'll go one more turn. All right, let's look at the demos right now, or the bars. So first, GMP. We have not caught up to Kublai, but remember a lot of that is culture. I think we're competitive with him. Considering we fought like 5 wars and he's fought 0, we're doing pretty well. Production, keep and pace there. Food, we have taken the lead. I do not expect us to relinquish it from here. We have a lot more food than Kublai. Power, we were tops briefly, but now the others are ahead of us, so we will have to build some more military. Obviously, we lost some units. Culture, but at 0% science, we're what, 479? We're right there on production. We've definitely taken the lead on food. We actually have fallen to last on soldiers, but that's okay because we did lose some units. Land, we're number 1. Pop. What are we at? What are we at break-even research? Just out of curiosity. 512. Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. Obviously, we still have a bunch of cities in resistance that we're gonna patch up and work with them. Look at that massive. Oh, did I have a massive GMP dip? I don't think I had a huge GMP dip. It was more I got the big power surge when I whipped all those knights. But anyway, this is a great place to stop. So we'll save it here. And we'll pick this up next week, in which we will polish up the Aztec territories, integrate them into our territory, and get prepared to go hit our next target, because if it's longbows against cuirassiers, you know how that ends, and not well for the AI. All right, so thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this. Pretty sure that nobody's plotting against me. Doesn't look like it at the moment. So looks like we're good there. And we actually won't. You actually won't see me next week. I'm going to be out of town next week. So we'll pick this up in 2 weeks. You just have to wait for me to get back in 2 weeks. So until then, have a good one and enjoy your weekend, all. Take care.